How's that?
Good. I
Hey,
can't read this.
how are
Oh,
you?
God.
It's okay. That the recording, that's what it
No, I
means.
know. It's a whole other story. Hi, Jochen. Hi, Marcia.
Hi, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, Jeanette.
Oh, I was thinking about Jeanette this morning.
Hey, Jochen. I love your hat with the butterfly. It's so sweet.
Hmm.
I always feel every time I see you in your hat with your great shirt, I feel as though you're on stage on Broadway.
Maybe today.
Oh, hey, Miss Jeanette. How are you today?
I am well, good.
Awesome.
It's so good to see you. It's been a while.
I know it's been a while.
Anyway, well, happy birthday, Miss Sue.
Thank you.
And
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And oh, here comes Miss Lois is coming on. How nice. So my understanding.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Bon anniversaire. Feliz cumpleaños.
Merci. Te veo.
Must be a special day. Nancy is wearing a hat.
I don't
Yes.
do that for just anybody, you know.
You never
I
do.
know.
We're
No,
besties.
no.
Thank you.
I love it.
Who's behind that heart? Oh, that's Lois. Hi. Okay. Oh, and Beth, you cracked me up.
Mazel tov, Sue.
Thank you.
Sue Ann,
That's me,
happy birthday.
the Southern Jewish girl.
Exactamundo.
So my understanding from Sue, she wants to choose a page from this book, Burn After Writing. Is that correct?
That is correct. Hi, Barbara.
Good
Because
morning,
I'm
everyone.
Miss
not
Barbara.
swift enough to come up with any kind of question. Michael made some suggestions, but I don't know. They didn't seem to work for me.
What
So,
were his
hey,
suggestions?
Lee.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
What were Michael's suggestions?
Well, one of them was to talk about death.
What a celebration.
Oh,
Talk about love.
Then he also talked about friendship,
talk about love.
which we could also talk about. But I thought it might be fun to RD had suggested selecting a page from the book, and we've had such good conversations from that book that I thought it would be fun for everybody.
So just to let Marcia and Jeanette, this is Burn After Writing, this book. And it has fun questions
Like,
to choose from. So, what page would you like to choose from?
well, I'm 69 years old today.
Oh,
Wow.
No.
Well, yes. I know.
Page 49. Page 49.
49.
So I thought we could just go to page 69. It's an auspicious number in so many ways for so many reasons.
Right.
Oh,
Some
that's
saltier than others.
oh, this is a great one. Page 69. If I could make one thing vanish forever, it would be. So that's the top part of the page. And the bottom part of the page is my parents in 5 words.
Oh my God. Oh, so that's 3. No.
Oh.
So, folks, that's the question from Sue for her 69th birthday.
If I can make one thing vanish forever, it would be
And do we do it from the micro or the macro?
Whatever you, whatever.
like.
This is a fun Friday. Sue's birthday celebration. I mean, you could address the question. You may not address the question. You could sing. You could dance.
Yeah, you could basically do whatever you want.
You can do anything you want.
Well, I'll go first if that's okay.
Of course, you're the birthday girl.
Thanks for the girl part. So if I could abolish anything, it would be hate, distrust, and war. There's no reason for it. There's no good reason why humans just can't figure out a way to compromise and decide to understand one another. And I'm so tired of all the tribalism and you know, my way or the highway and all of it. And I just feel like if we could just even come together on the notion of cleaning up the planet, then all of us could benefit. So that's kind of where my mind is. And when it came to my parents, I would say they tried to be, well, I can't say it in 5 words. So they did the best they could with what they had. They were not bad people, but they were a little fucked up. And I've done my best to kind of rise above some important aspects of my upbringing. And so, you know, I can still appreciate them. And despite all of the things that may have gone down in my youth, I miss them today.
Hmm. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Who would like to go next? If I could make one thing vanish forever, it would be for my parents in 5 words.
Oh, I left one thing out from the first question, and that would be cellulite for every woman that I know.
But you can only make one thing vanish.
Well, it's my birthday, so I could do whatever I
That's
want.
right. That's right. As
She,
much
she
as
can
you
make
want.
69 things vanish.
I
69
like it.
wishes.
I'm with you, Lee.
Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead, Barbara.
One thing to disappear, as Sue said, hate. Eliminate all the hate in this entire world. I think that covers a lot of stuff. Get rid of hate. And 5 words to describe my parents, just 5 words?
5 words.
Oy vey.
That's 2.
Ew.
Yes, but it has a broad meaning.
I know.
I don't have 5 words. I really don't have 5 words to describe both of them or one of them. Does it have to be both?
Whatever you like.
Whatever you wish. It says my parents with an S in 5 words.
So 5 for each
I got
parent.
it. I got it. Now I got it. 5 words. Despite everything, they loved me.
Oh,
Oh, that is
Very nice.
beautiful. I like that.
Exactly 5 words.
5 words. So good.
Happy birthday, Sue. Happy birthday.
Thank
to
you.
You're welcome.
Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Lois.
So I agree with if we can eliminate hate, because and all the things that are connected with it that would be created from hate. And then 5 words, my parents: scary, funny, creative, loved me.
Oh.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay, hate is already vanished.
Thank you.
Another
So
word.
pick another word.
Magic
I don't
wand.
want 12 people to say hate. It's vanished.
Okay.
I'll go next. If one thing that I want to vanish is all the viruses and bugs that bad health. How about that? So everybody is extremely healthy. No shingles, no cancers, no backaches, no.
Wipe it off.
Like that's what would vanish. And 5 words for my parents. I would say that they were 5 words. Well, I also agree with what Sue. They did the best that they could do. Best that they can do.
That's
That's fun.
more like.
I'll just say the best they can do, that's one item. And one item is that they were very supportive of what I wanted to do. So that's item number 2. Item number 3, I think that they did love me. Number 3. And number 4, well, my parents, another thing about my parents, they gave me a fun family. How about that? When I say a fun family, it's of course my brothers and sisters, but also my aunts and uncles, because my father was one of 11,
Wow.
and my mom was one of 4. So and all of those cousins. So it's a pretty big family. So I suppose, and I'm grateful that my mom taught me cooking. How about that? Or to enjoy cooking.
You done?
How's that?
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would like to go next? Miss Ann
Okay.
Beth.
Miss Sue Ann. Sue Ann, happy birthday.
Thank you, Ann Beth.
If I could make anything, one thing disappear, I'm probably in accord with anything, with everybody and whatever they're going to say. And I mean, there are just so many things. I can't pick just one.
Pick one.
Yeah, my parents in 5 words. Thank you. I think it was Barbara who said, despite everything, I love them.
Aw.
I'm saying it differently.
Okay.
I love them very much. And I have some Gem Ally cards here, if you'd like to choose one, Sue.
Okay.
Crystal Allies. And you choose one, I'll say what it is, and then we can move on to the next person while I look it up.
Okay.
So we don't spend time. Okay. And I realized that I haven't done this for Jochen. If you want to do this at another Bells, we can do this, okay? It slipped my mind. Sorry. Okay. All right, here we go, Sue.
Okay,
You can either count to give me a number or just stop me and I will.
stop.
This one or this one?
I feel like I'm at the optometrist's office, which I've been to quite a bit lately. The first, this one.
This one.
Okay,
Very good. I thought there were 2 cards there. There were 3 cards at the, oh, there are 2 cards. Okay. Intention,
perfect.
topaz.
Oh my God. My mother was so into topaz. It was her, I guess it might have been her birthstone. She's born in
Wow.
November. And she always wore this pendant with matching earrings. And I recently gave it to my daughter Miriam for her birthday.
Wow.
Love it. That's wonderful.
Speaking of
that.
home.
Hey,
So I will look it up and I'll read it and we'll move on, but I just wanted to, I want to acknowledge you for your magnanimity. I think I've done that before, but you're really a generous heart and I celebrate that. And I hope you have an awesome day, an awesome weekend, an awesome rest of the month.
Thank you.
And happy, healthy, wonderful, fun, cellulite free celebration.
Thank you so much, Ann Beth. Thank you very much. And
You're
thank
welcome.
you for pulling out the cards because now I see that I take it as a sign that I'm getting a tap from my mother. And I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you, and who would like to go
And
next?
I flipped the page in the book just to see if there was like something more fun. And the top question was the one word I would use to describe the relationship with my mother.
Oh,
No, not a question for today.
No, I know, but it's funny you pick the card and then she's talking about her mother. And that was the other question that I didn't share, but I just thought it was cosmic.
it is.
It is.
But I'll go. The one thing I wish would vanish forever would be all my fat. And the 5 words to describe my parents would be fun, creative, liberal, young, and loving.
Oh, that's sweet.
You lucked out.
Sure did.
You
I
did
picked,
all right.
I picked 5 positive qualities. I could pick 5 negative ones as well. But also, it was a question as I was trying to find a word that described both parents, because I have a lot of other words I would throw in if I was just describing one of them.
Go ahead.
Sue, happy birthday. I just want to
Thank
say
you.
I love you and I hope you have an amazing day, amazing weekend, just like Ann Beth, amazing year. And thank you for your love, your support, your generosity, your inspiration, your creativity, and my birthday gift that keeps on giving. I've been like, it's been like a meditation and I've been lost in it every day. It's been the most wonderful gift. One of the best gifts I've ever received. So thank
Wow.
you. Thank you for always spurring my creativity or making me think of doing something this or giving me some markers or giving me this. And I just really appreciate and love you.
That goes both ways.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And
Miss-
thank you for the amazing food you've made for us too. Sue is an amazing cook.
Thank you.
Miss Marcia.
I wanted to leap in and ask Heather, what was the birthday gift? It sounds really good.
Yeah.
So Sue gifted me a glass, what do you call it? Like glass.
My neighbor is a glass artist. She has a studio and she offers kits to make fused glass projects. But she also teaches classes in the studio. If you ever want, if you ever want to, if you're in New York and you feel like you'd like to do that, I can set that up with Aura beforehand. And we can, we could do a little class in her studio, and then she fires them, and you can make like a little glass square that you could hang in a window. It's a nice project, and the glass shards kind of direct you in, they inspire you toward whether it's by color or shape or well, whatever. And actually the first one I ever did, the square clear glass that it was on, when fired, it created a huge bubble in it. And it was so cool. You just don't know what will transpire, how it will all melt down. So
That is the question.
that will be the question.
But I've gotten carried away with detail, and like RD finished his piece in 2 hours, and I've probably worked on mine maybe 8 hours or 10 hours or more.
And mine's still sitting in the vestibule. I haven't gone near it, so.
Sounds wonderful. So I'll just, as long as I'm speaking, I'll do mine. For my parents, loving, confused, and gratitude.
Oh, you have 2 more.
Confused by me, I thought maybe that was 3 words. 2 more. Religious and adventuresome.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And then what would I banish? That's a hard one because there's a lot of things I'd like to banish, but then you think about what the consequences would be, and maybe some things are there for a reason, but I would banish selfishness. I think that's the root cause of a lot of bad things.
Thank you.
That was really good.
That was excellent.
I want to change my answer. I'd like to vanish RD's multiple myeloma.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's sweet. Thank you.
I'll hit you right on that one, Heather.
And the shingles.
Absolutely.
I think we'd all roll over onto that.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, definitely.
Miss Leticia.
Bon anniversaire, chère Sue.
Merci.
Ça me fait plaisir. I'm so happy to be here to celebrate your birthday. You're such a wonderful, kind person whom I haven't met in person yet, but hopefully one day soon.
I hope so.
And I would like to do that that play shop with Aura. That must be really fun.
Well, I have 2 guest rooms on my 3rd floor.
Excellent.
I'll come
So-
too.
Mhm.
Wait, who said that?
Heather. And
Oh,
Jeanette.
Jeanette. Okay, you're on.
For what I would banish is disrespect. I think that it's a little bit, as Marcia said, selfishness. But when you have disrespect, then it's a very slippery slope in different rhythms. But I find if we could banish disrespect, then we would have more opportunity to just be able to listen, to have empathy, compassion, to have, an understanding of the other person, etc., etc. And then it would just create a very nice wave of betterment, although that word probably doesn't exist, but of improvement and betterment. Okay. And thank you for all your responses for the 5 words of parents, because it has helped me with mine. I would say adventurous, resilient, generous, young, and creative. So I've been picking here and there, but I find that young is for both my parents, because when my father passed away, he was 80. That was 9 years ago. And in my eulogy, I said that he was 4 times 20 years old.
Oh.
And because he was very young at heart. And so is my mother. My mother is young at heart, and she likes to, to dress well and to be well presented. She likes to do all sorts of things, and they were both creative. Well, my mother is still creative, but yes. So.
Oh, that's beautiful, Leticia.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think it's interesting how some people heard the word vanish and some people heard the word banish. And do they mean the same thing, or is that, it's very similar? I was just thinking about, that's kind of neat that they are kind of the same, but.
Only the ish part.
Oh.
Part at the end is the same, but when something, I mean, yes, of course, I want war to vanish, but I would say I want to banish it because I don't want it to just disappear. I want it to disappear with intention.
That's good.
It's okay. But I do feel that way.
I can read this information if I may on topaz.
Is it short, Ann Beth?
I will make it short. No, it's not. It's never short. It's always like 3 pages. I never read the whole thing, believe it or not. Golden topaz, also called imperial topaz, is a dazzling golden stone of great energy and power. This ally has been used for centuries by royalty and others in positions of power because of its ability to reveal the intentions of others. When you enter into resonance with this stone, your 2nd and 3rd chakras become crystal clear and transparent, as do those of others around you. Intent is a powerful force for creation and manifestation. It is an application of the power of the will toward creating a specific situation or experience. Golden topaz aids one whose intentions have become obscured to clear away the debris and reveal the true purpose of your manifestations. When it enters your reading, you are being told to take a close look at the way you use your intentions to create your reality. It carries a golden ray. Divine truth and its illumination will reveal to you where you need to place your attention in order to create the reality you want. The chakra is the solar plexus, and your affirmation is, I intend to manifest joy.
Like that.
I love that. Thank
And
you, Aunt Beth.
You're welcome. I'll send you the entire script, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Who would like to go next?
Thank you. I need that mantra.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll go
I can-
next.
Okay.
First of all, happy birthday, Sue. I love your little short haircut and your pink
Thanks.
blouse. It makes you very pixie looking, very, very sprite and pixie looking.
Let me get my wings on.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's cute.
Thank you.
What would I banish? The first thought that came was cancer and disease and everything else. But like Marcia said, I said, no, scratch that. Because then we'd have too many healthy people. They would eat up too much food, that people would be starving. There wouldn't be enough places to bury them. It's like, that's no good. So So my next thought was I would banish the worry and stress that comes with things like that. Things like ill health, things that you can't control. Things like not knowing if there's a heaven or a hell, or if you're going to reincarnate. I would banish any sort of worrying about things that you have no control of, so that you're just free to go along with the flow and take every day as it comes and not worry about it, not be stressful. I'm not saying be lackadaisical and don't try and cure cancer. I'm saying if you can't cure cancer, don't worry about it. Just deal with it. So that's one thing. And then 5 words to describe my parents. The first thing that came to mind was, I used to be smart. And in order to explain that, my mother's maiden name was Smart. And the rest of that saying is, I used to be smart until I married you. And they were complete opposites. My mother was a people person. My father was very close-lipped and tight, didn't have a lot of close personal friends. My mother was outgoing. She loved to travel. My father commuted to work every day. He didn't want to leave the house. He wanted to sit in his underwear and read the paper. He didn't want to have to go anyplace. So they were total complete opposites. And through their marriage, anytime she would say that she wanted to do something and he would say, no, that's not good. She would say, well, I used to be smart until I married you, so I guess I'm not smart anymore. So that describes their whole relationship. I used to be smart. Yeah, whatever. So
Love that.
So
Very funny.
yeah. So that's about it. Don't worry, be happy.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Nancy.
Nancy, I actually kind of thought about the same thing with taking out some of these words and just making everything positive, because we wouldn't know the other if we didn't have one. And I thought about that with the health of curing everyone, but I wouldn't mind banishing cancer and still having maybe viruses that wipe out some people. You know, like.
So you'd rather have COVID than cancer?
I don't mean COVID, but I just mean I understand your theory behind like making everyone healthy. I was thinking that myself.
Yeah, there'd be no room. One of the old neighbors used to say, when people in the neighborhood would die, she'd go, "Don't worry, it's making room for a new baby to be born." And invariably, you'd go to the funeral and then you'd hear cousin so-and-so is pregnant. So it's like you have to. It's life. It's a cycle. You can't do away with all the sadness and the bad stuff.
Right.
It's like a Disney song.
Mm.
Well, it's true. It is like a Disney song.
That's true.
Miss D.
Hi. Happy birthday, Sue.
Thanks.
Where are you on my screen? I got to see you. Where are you? Oh,
I'm
losing
waving
you.
at you.
There you are. I just want to say happy birthday to you. You are
Thank
such
you.
a dear friend and a soul sister. You have reached out to me in generosity and love so many times. And I just hold you very dearly in my heart. You're golden. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. What I would banish from the world is evil. It's my one word, just evil. And wow, 5 words to describe my parents. I'm really sorry, you guys. I'm own it. Just fucking own it. Okay, here we go. Incompatible.
Oh.
Distant. And then I couldn't decide between explosive and violent, so I thought I would just give you both of them. Denialist, but they were structured. They were very structured people in the midst of all the lunacy. And the one thing I probably didn't inherit from them was the structure. So yeah, so sadly but truly, that is the 5 words. And I couldn't.
What didn't
Pardon?
you, what was it you didn't inherit?
Oh, the structure.
Oh, the
They were, they
okay.
were very structured. Yeah, they did
Mm.
everything. Yeah, very, very structured every day, same thing every time, you know. And I never became that, but I did seem to pick up a lot of their other stuff that I had to work really hard, you know, to not be that, you know, because, you know, I kind of grew up just acting out that example, you know, for a while. And then luckily, you know, hopefully not too long before my life was over, you know, I figured it out and I was exposed to people who, including RD and Heather, who helped me overcome those challenges and heal from them. Yeah. So, you know, just being truthful. Oh, they were fabulous dancers. I gotta give him that. And my father was hilariously funny. He could be. When he wasn't being hilarious, they were terribly like insane. But they were incredible dancers, and I gotta give him that. And they were good looking. Yeah, okay, so I'm sorry, I felt like I had to say something really nice.
Oh, I think that's great.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
happy birthday, Sue. And I want to do one of those glass projects. I'm going to order one or
Awesome.
two. Maybe one for him too. Carmine might get in.
Yeah, why
he might get
not?
into that. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that.
My pleasure.
So we have, I think we have Lee and Jeanette.
I'll go.
Yay.
Happy birthday, Gemini Sue. I love
Thank
seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while. And yeah, I love your pixie look as well.
Thank you.
I see your wings. Yeah, so happy birthday. Oh my gosh, you have such an open, beautiful heart. So you always share your truths with us. And I love hearing what you have to say and your connection with your family as always. So I love that, you know, the parent thing is brought up today. And I would love to join in with the Fused Glass sessions. I know Heather told me about her amazing gift. So I'm just a few minutes away. So let's try and schedule something and see if other people can join in as well. I think it'd be a fun little workshop, a mini bell workshop.
Oh,
A
that's
fun,
a good
what do you
idea.
call it? What's it called when you go on a class trip?
Field
Trip.
Field trip.
Field trip.
Yay! I would banish, of course, everything everyone is saying, but I would banish greed, which then really it just leads to, you know, I mean, greed creates poverty, and it's just inequality in you know, money and inequality, and it's just what is happening on this planet, right? And then that leads to just so many other inequalities. But greed is just a disgusting, awful thing. So that's one thing I would love to banish. And my parents, I know, of course, I've taken, you know, everyone's in mind, and I was trying to think of 5 words, or at first I was saying something similar to a few people, that they were always supportive and loving despite my rebellions. But I really just tried to think of the words. So supporting, loving, really generous, to the point that it really pissed me off sometimes, because they never would let, like, I mean, it was kind of amazing, you know, as an adult, and even towards, you know, before my, you know, till my father, you know, got very ill and, you know, wasn't coming out as much to do things. But my mom still, they always have to pay for everything. Like, we'll pay for dinner, we'll pay for this. I'm like, no, can't we just, I wanted to treat them, but it was always, you know, that the almost extremist of being generous, you know, but let me treat you. You have, you know, you have to open up to receive also. So ultra generous. And then I wanted to add, you know, they also were beach lovers. And I wrote a funny word down. I don't know why it popped in my head. I call them drivers. Like, I feel like my dad was always driving. You know, we would drive on vacation, but then, you know, to commute to work, commuting, you know, you know, from, you know, Michigan to Pennsylvania or whatever they were. But my mom, who is now almost 84, I mean, and I'm really happy and blessed, she's still, like, you know, able to drive, and she's all there. But I mean, she drives, I think, way more than she should be, you know, driving, in the sense that there's still that freedom and liberation, which I love, for both, well, for her now that she just, she'll drive up to Brooklyn, she came up here, a couple of weeks ago. And she has no fear, she's like, I'm in South Jersey and I can drive into Brooklyn. And I don't think any of her friends would ever even like physically be able to do it, but just that, the mental, emotional impact of driving into New York City. So, drivers.
Thank you. That's great.
I loved your vanish. Banish.
You know what I'm noticing? All of the things that we have spoken about in terms of wanting to banish all have webbing to other nasty things that need to go with them. So it's really it's a catharsis almost, if you think about it. Like, could you imagine having the power to do that? Because it would be power used in a really good way.
I think we are doing that by becoming more the opposite of the things we say.
That's true.
As we participate in the bells and as we live our lives, I think everybody here is exhibiting that and is going in a spiritual path. And so it may be a small way, but I think we're all doing that. More power than maybe we give ourselves credit for.
Thank you, Marsha. And how about you, Miss Jeanette? What are your thoughts? What would you banish?
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I think between you and I, the things that we've been exposed to and the experiences that we've had, I would have to say disease. It's just, when I think about COVID, how many people died that didn't need to die, things like that. And so I would say if I could make a change of anything, it would be disease. But then I look at to see that what I'm going through is nothing compared to other people. It's amazing. Sometimes I feel a little sorry for myself, but then I think, wow, what about someone who's lost a leg or an arm? Things like that. So my stuff is little in a sense. But you just keep trucking along, see what you can do.
That's right.
So when I think about my father has died about 40 years ago. So I really can't put the two of them together. But my mother, so if I had 5 words, it'd be, she loves me so much.
Oh.
And that's my mom. That's my mom. So she's 96 this year. And she's the youngest in her family. And I hope I will be somewhat like her in a way. And I never thought I'd ever say that, but I have to look at my mother and say, I love her so much.
Oh, that is so sweet.
That is beautiful, Jeanette. Thank you for sharing that with us.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.
You look so young. I would never say that you are of your age. So
thank you.
Yeah, but keep doing what you're doing because it's really great.
I do nothing, but I do want to tell, I had a funny experience. I have a friend, Adrian. We met when I was a year old and she was 6 months old. We lived a house apart from each other and we're still like best friends. And we have another friend named Sonia. So there's a picture of the 3 of us before our Hebrew high school graduation, where we got high in the women's bathroom across the hall from the main sanctuary beforehand. And so that pops up on my birthday and on their birthdays all the time. So, you know, I posted it today, and a friend of mine, Kevin Hamburger, who moved to California when he was about 15, posted pictures from his bar mitzvah that were of myself and my friend Adrian. So we were like 12 or 13 years old. So if you happen to see that on Facebook, you'll have a little laugh on me. It was pretty fun that he did that.
Oh, that's great.
I saw those photos, Sue, and they're adorable. They're just priceless. They're priceless.
Thanks. They're fun. It's fun to look back.
It sure is.
And it's fun and empowering to look ahead.
Yeah.
There's so much more for all of us to go.
Yeah.
And thank you, Marcia, for what you shared. It's stuck in my mind, and we are creating it, and we can create it. And even when it comes to illness and disease, I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of it, I think humans have created and caused through food and environment and stress and all these things that play into a lot of those. And so if we do work on ourselves and and even with the card you read today, Marcia said we're working on it, and Annbeth said something about bringing in joy. And I'm thinking, like, why am I getting so anxious or, like uptight or being in a bad mood about going to a joyous occasion? And I should just have joy, and who cares if I don't have this or I don't have that or this isn't done. Or so we can create in our own world and create the energy we want to share to others. So thanks for everybody for sharing today. And happy birthday!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
And the man from Berlin.
Jazz hands.
I forgot. I thought everyone went.
First of all, I feel obliged to answer the questions from page 69. Sue, you described your parents perfectly, and I would ditto you. My parents tried their very best, and at the end, I felt love for them, and I'm happy about that. But as your parents, maybe from a very different perspective, they have been a little fucked up as a post-World War II generation.
Sure.
So, believe it or not, I wrote down as the things I would like to vanish: greed, injustice, but this was already said, no? So I wrote down a third word, and this is hunger. So let's come to the Broadway part of I ditto what everyone was saying and will say about you, Sue.
Thank you.
As a German, I'm allowed to say you're one of the wonderfulest, marvelousest person I know.
Thank you.
And I hope to speak and sing for all of you. That's why I replaced the word I with we. And I'm sorry to call you baby, but this is part of the song lyrics. I need a sip of champagne. The brand is Little Red Riding Hood champagne.
All right.
And I need the right key to start. Okay. We can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing we've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and we get all those things you've always pined for. Gee, we'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby. We can give you anything but love, but love.
Oh, Jochen, you're one
Hmm.
of a kind. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love you. Mwah.
Beautiful. I have a special guest that wants to make a brief appearance for Sue.
Oh. Oh.
Wild
I
horses
am a
run
horse.
free. Wild horses run free. Have a wild, free birthday and continue being you, your creative, beautiful self. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. The horse is very meaningful to me always. And interestingly, I am a wood horse born in the wood horse year. And my mother, this will tell you everything you need to know. My mother was born in the fire horse year. So we kind of would cancel each other out all the time. It was, you know, when you learn these things about yourself and those around you, it changes your perspective dramatically. And you start to, you just start looking at things through a different lens. And for me, it kind of opened me up to my reality, and also opened my heart to be willing to be open to forgiveness and other things, other emotions that I needed to really, kind of address. And so I'm grateful for my feng shui education, which, by the way, was started by someone named R.D. Chin. Do you know who he is? And yeah, so I'm so grateful for every single one of you and all of the rest of the Bells who weren't able to be on today. I have such a deep love for all of you and respect, and you've made me feel like $1 million today. You really have. And I'm very appreciative. You're really the highlight of my birthday. So thank you all so much for your goodwill, your kind words, your loving gestures, everything. I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sue.
We love you.
Most magnificent. Have
You know
wonderful celebrations to honor the special person that you are.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday. Happy Earth Day. I love
Thank
you.
I love you too.
You're
When
welcome.
I speak to Rivka on the phone, I blow her a kiss. I mean,
Mm.
she's not even a year old yet, and I'll blow her a kiss and I say, catch it. And we were FaceTiming yesterday, and she blew me a kiss. And it was so genuine and sweet. Oh my God, it's like having a little spoon of sugar,
Mm.
when I get to see her. So yeah. Thank you, RD, for making this possible.
Mm.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Tammy came on Bells on Wednesday to wish you a happy birthday because she wasn't going to be here today. So she's on her way to Syracuse, but she said, happy birthday.
Thank you, Tammy. Oh, and Mitzi got a haircut. I don't know if you can see her.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes, she got a haircut the other day.
a
Okay.
summer cut.
Well, I thought it would be a summer cut, but the woman informed me that I wanted it much longer than a summer cut. I mean, she'd be bald if it was shorter than this, so I kind of saved her from that embarrassment. But it was funny. They sent her out at the end with like a a necklace of different colored pom-poms, and she looked like she had on pearls. It was hilarious.
Cute.
No, happy birthday, Sue. I have to go. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone. This
Amber.
was beautiful. Thank you for
you.
sharing.
Thank
Mwah.
you. Catch it.
Well, shall we sing happy birthday? How about that? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Birthday, happy birthday to you.
and many
More. Cha cha
Thank
cha.
you. Thank you. Thank you. It is a good birthday, and largely in part thanks to all of you.
Thank you.
So, I don't know. Do you want to do a meditation or should we just close?
I mean, do you want to do a meditation? I'm always up for it.
She's up for it.
You're up for it. Okay. So let's do a nice little meditation to close. How about that?
Okay.
That'll be nice. And we have this beautiful view from D of the water if you want to take a look at that. And have a little sip of champagne at the same time. Thank you, Johan.
Well, it's past 6 here in Germany, so I'm allowed.
You can have champagne anytime.
That's right. So let's close, and I'm going to mute everybody, and just relax, and just breathe. And just sit comfy in our chairs, and let's imagine that we're all here together in this beautiful gazebo with lights and streamers. Happy birthday, Sue. And we're surrounded by gardens of lilacs and peonies and fragrant jasmine and roses. And we're overlooking the calm blue waters of the lake. And let's begin with the ringing of the bells. And as we're all sitting here in a circle, our hearts are just filled with joy and deep love for each other and for Sue, filled with gratitude. And the mountains are in the distance, giving us the support. And the Dragon and Tiger Hills on each side. You can see the beautiful moon gate in the distance, and the moon is slowly rising above the horizon. Welcome, welcome the warm spring breezes. Listen to the birds dancing overhead. The swans are also dancing on the waters, and the fish gently swimming beneath the surface, and the horses are galloping free into the land. So just be, enjoy this precious moment together. So let's all gently, gently come gather together. And here we are sitting, our hands joined as one, our hearts just bubbling with joyous chi energy. The flowers are dancing. The birds are just flying overhead. And our hearts is joined as one, filled with love and gratitude and happiness. And let's gently, gently take our hands and place it over our hearts, like the petals of the lotus, embracing ourselves, embracing each other. And let's close with the ringing of the bells. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. The 6 true words just filled with compassion and kindness, harmony, peace, and love. And gently, gently put your hands together and rub them together. Slowly awaken the chi cells. And you can caress your face. Gentle little taps. Tap, 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 tap. Rub your ears. Gentle little tap along your arms and our shoulders and our hearts. And maybe I'm going to close with a song for Sue. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. 2 drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Happy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you all for the gifts you gave me today. I can't even measure how great they are. There's no way to do that, but you filled me up bursting, and I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Love you, love you, love
Bonne
you, love
fête,
you,
ma
love
chère
you.
Sue.
Have an awesome birthday.
Love
We'll
you.
see you
Love you
soon.
too.
Wednesday for Lee's birthday.
Oh yeah.
And have
yeah.
a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful wedding, Artie and Heather.
I'm going to a